It's March already, and as we move into the spring market in Kelowna, it's important to have a look back at what's happened so far this year and use that as a barometer of what might happen as we move into the spring market. Now, if you're a prospective home buyer out there, it's no secret that we are facing a real lack of inventory. And what does that really mean? Well, of course, the inventory being the number of homes that are available for sale, and right now, we're down about 70% plus from what we would see in a normal market. So at the end of February, there were 853 listings of all property types in Kelowna. If you rewind to February of 2019, there were 2,860. And it's pretty normal for us in Kelowna to carry anywhere from 2,800 to 3,500 listings depending on the year. So with the number of properties for sale being down and the number of properties selling way up, that creates a competitive marketplace, and that's why you're seeing so many situations where you have multiple people bidding on the same property. And as a result of that, the numbers and average sale prices will shock some people. So at the end of February this year in 2022, our average single family home price was just over $1.3 million, which seems pretty staggering for this region. If you rewind to 2016, our average single family home was selling right around $643,000. So what's been causing this massive demand for housing? And really it most closely ties to population growth. So since 2016, Kelowna is the fastest growing city in Canada with a population growth rate of almost 3 times the national average. So we've experienced a population growth since 2016 of 14% in Kelowna compared to the national average, which is 5.2%. And as a result, we're reliant almost exclusively on new construction to create dwellings for all these newcomers to Kelowna to live in. And as you know, there's no quick way to do that, whether it's a single family home that can take anywhere from 12 to 18 months to build, or one of these new high-rise projects that we're seeing pop up all over Kelowna, which from conceptualization to people physically taking possession of their properties can take anywhere from 4 to 7 years. So what has allowed Kelowna to experience this rapid growth? And historically, we've always been somewhere people were interested in living, because you'd come here on vacation, you see the lifestyle that we all get to enjoy, but the challenge always has been, what do you do for work? We relied very heavily on tourism for a lot of years, or homes that supported the retirement sector, and things like that, where in the last 5 to 10 years, as technology has changed things and allowed people to work remotely, we have seen a massive change in interest in this area. People coming from different cities. We're seeing more from Ontario, more from the Vancouver area, where typically a lot of our out-of-town buyers would be from Alberta, buying second homes or vacation homes and things like that, where now we have people relocating here to be permanent residents. And some people are surprised to learn, like Kelowna has over 600 tech companies that employ thousands of people. We also have the highest rate of self-employment in the country. So people are able to come here and make a living and make a gainful living in a variety of different ways. And whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, it's impacted the housing market dramatically, and of course it's affected local people that are trying to break into this housing market, as we've seen prices go up by almost 100% in the last 6 years. So what does that all mean moving forward? I have a lot of people asking me right now, when's it going to slow down? When are things going to ease up a bit and we can jump into the market? And unfortunately, the answer is just not going to be anytime soon. And when you look at the statistics, we have a long way to go, even just to bring it back to a balanced marketplace. And I often refer people back to 2007 and 8, when we experienced a hot market in Kelowna. And at the time, at the end of 2008, single family house prices had run up to about $540,000. Then we experienced a global economic recession. And our market was slow for a few years, and if you fast forward to 2013, our average single family house price was around 490,000. So it adjusted roughly 10%. So if you're looking by today's numbers, if we're at 1.3 million average sale price and the market does adjust by 10% and that house drops to 1.15 or 1.2, like, is that going to make a big difference in affordability? And unfortunately, just the answer is no. So more people are going to have to look towards townhomes or condos as a means of entering the market, whereas 5, 6, 7 years ago it would have been a no-brainer to start with a single family house.